Hey everybody, welcome back to Spirit Plays More Spiral Knights. We're doing the Legion of Almir today. M is for mission. It is, what is today? April 24th, 2020. Before we begin, if you could please click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Down in the bottom right hand corner, let us delve down. Also, we're doing this solo because let's just throw some alchemists around, why not? I wanted to say thank you for giving me a hearing. I understand, dude, I even have conversations with my wife who disagrees with my philosophy on this whole issue. As far as the pandemic goes, it's impossible. The only thing we know for certain, it's highly transferable. The evidence, like you cannot, it's very tough. There we go. It's very tough to deny the media does not hype up just the negative. And if you're going for just the negative and you look at all the sciences and everything else that we have, the studies that we have that are incomplete, and you question why they're only doing some studies and not others, and you're like, why aren't they running out of ventilators like they said they were going to, that kind of thing. And then it makes you question things. That's all. So it's good to question things. It's good to question motives. What are people's motives? This is where this is one of my big things. Like, you get behind the philosophies of certain people and certain things and what they believe. Excuse me. It's like big government itself. Again, it was back in scriptural times when you look at. So I'm not a fan of like blanket law, blanket rules. So I know we're hitting heavy stuff right away. Don't worry, we'll lighten up. And if you're in a disagreement with me, I'm sorry. We'll get through this together. But anyway, it's laziness to rely on a king or a queen or a government to live life for you. I guess that's where I'm getting at, right? God gave us the ability to kind of mitigate all this stuff. So, excuse me, little frame lag never hurt anybody. On our own, and during Moses, I probably said this already. During Moses' time, God said to Moses, "They're rejecting me, not you." It's okay. They want this. I'm going to give it to them. That's one thing God does is he gives us the ability to choose, but doesn't separate us from our natural outworkings in life, or the choices we make. We have to deal with it. That's just part of life. Hello, gentlemen. Please explode into money or otherwise pleasant consumables that I might notice. Even the talk of the town is what's going on in the market. It's a nice casual environment. Talking about my boys there in Laypack. Turn this. I don't know what's louder, the tapping on the keyboard or the music in the background. Anyway, dude, my man, don't you feel pain? Perhaps not. So I want to do Legion of Almir. I know we're kind of carrying. I was thinking maybe Dreams and Nightmares. I was thinking, well, yeah, I was hoping a shield bash would kick in there, but that's okay. I was thinking Dreams and Nightmares. We do need Radiance, but we get Radiance with this as well. And it's kind of fun. We're showing off more of our Alchemist switching. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we don't do it as much. The increased mobility is really what you're going for. Like, we probably don't need to go over here where we're going anyway. Like wearing the Swift Strike shield, it's very fun. So the question was, it can absorb one bullet. That's all you need. You bullet, and then one thing you do, if you buffer the jump, you can usually... yeah, alright. Sure. Anyway, if you jump right after you shield, you'll get some invincibility frames too. So that's like, you hold your shield, and then when you get hit, tink, and just spam your dash or your jump button, you'll be fine. Anyway, thank you for giving me a hearing. It's important to listen to different perspectives. That's kind of what I'm getting at there, because I listen to different perspectives all the time. It's very important if you're going the apologetics route. How can I defend my faith and defend what I believe and talk about what I believe and understand what I believe if I don't even do the other side justice? This is extremely relevant if you're looking for truth. Have you examined truth on all sides or just yours? You need this, not I'm biased because we're going to be biased. And it all starts with the heart. Like, which direction are you going to go with this? Are you honestly looking for truth? Or is your ideal just to be your own God and your own judge and go toward what sounds right and feels right rather than what actually is true? There we go. Boom. I said it. Surprisingly, the like this does as much as a level 7. Sorry, the level 10. Let me start over. So a 10-star version of this does as much as a level 7 version of the 5-star. And the damage difference is not really like extremely significant. So that's why I try to do it there. Like, so you soak a bullet and then you dash, reposition, and hopefully from that spot, from the point you take the shots to the end point, you have a chance for your shield to actually heal, and then you're fine and you're good. Anyway, this is a very sad level, sad song. These guys are actually not so bad to dodge. You gotta wait till you see the whites of their eyes, and then you dipsy doodle and go around. Hello, cat. Welcome back. And they're also, when they put the shield up and you just circle around them, that's also kind of funny. And with Alchemist, since you're constantly, like, you know, throwing bullets in their face, it's a reality. I did open the party, I just don't know where he is. Don't, Mr. Skeleton. Bring me a dream, cat. I've never seen you so gracefully sit on my lap in my entire life. Well done. You're making me proud of you. You didn't bump the mic or anything. Speaking of Mike, go get him. Didn't even do as much as an alchemist shot. That's okay. Ah, cat. What did I just say? Just because I thought about petting you doesn't mean you have to arch your back and slam it into my mic like you are getting petted. Alright, we gotta get these statues, right? Kaboom. Bum, 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 bum. But, you know, I tried to. There's a lot of sides to every politics, every religion, every theistic debate, which goes beyond. They say they're one thing, but they're actually another. Atheism itself, by definition, is a faith. Eventually, you go to the point where you can't prove it. You just got to take it on faith. Evolution's a big thing when it comes to that. Theistic evolutions, it's kind of impossible. I was listening to a debate the other day, which talks about the fallacy of believing in carbon dating, when they have studies that show, and they're getting better with this, but still like a 95% inaccuracy when it comes to carbon dating. They carbon dated a live snail and found it was 57,000 years old. Like when you see that stuff, you got to question it. Like, really? And this is like logged in National Geographic. So there's a lot of stuff like that. One thing I learned, I thought was quite interesting, was the whatchamacallit, the Neanderthal. So we found the missing link with the Neanderthal. There's a time in the Bible where it's described that people were living, 900 years, almost 1,000 years, because I don't think anyone's recorded, even in scriptural sense, living 1,000 years. Perhaps they did, perhaps they didn't. I don't know. Donut, I'm so sorry. But then they didn't, and God shortened people's lifespans according to scripture. So one thing that we do know is that the brow and the nose do keep growing. The ears keep growing, which you can't tell with fossils. If you live 900 years, that will pull on the spine and cause you to hunch over. So like the Neanderthal actually fits a perfect human if they were 900 years old. It's very neat, but you think they have like 5-pound brains, like that kind of thing. So, or the intelligence of a 5-year-old, but even that stuff's like unprovable. You can't prove this. You eventually have to say it takes billions of evolutionary steps, which we can never see, and then that's when you jump into religion. That's when you jump into faith. It has to be by faith. You have to believe this stuff. So you have to, you look at all the evidence, right? Donut, you're my hero. I love you, man. I don't know why you went in there, but props to you. Can you just get a shot? Come on, man. Come on, Java. Let's go, boys. Beautiful. It's okay. No harm, no foul. No foul, no harm. I remember playing this level for the first time and being extremely happy. Hello? There we are. Got him. kind of want to get you. Let's do this. I know it's early. Maybe we should have saved our 3rd tier version of this. But, like, I mean, why? Like, this is a... You got to be careful you don't get into the too good to use syndrome. So you get a whole swath of, like... wow, I didn't think he was close to that thing. It's elevated. I couldn't see how high it was. You get a whole, like, vast swath of cool items. Oh, jump up there. Vast items that are good to know and use. The little consumables, right? Like right now, why am I not using this? We're gonna be in the mix here. Whoop, excuse me. Might as well launch him on fire. Coming over here. Okay, good. Got him. Donut took a hit. He's already been saying he's been lagging, so he might take some hits. We can help him out with this, though. I'm also still, like, I want a decent amount of cash. The idea behind coming in this level, you know, wanted cash, wanted some radiance, wanted to get this weapon right here to level 10. You know, there's a lot of, it's all about me right now. So I'm like, hey, why not? Let's go show off some more alchemists. And now it's good to be able to dodge. Always a good thing. This next part of this level is way fun as well. But at least we get to see this thing at level 10. We could go craft. Why wouldn't we? Because I'm thinking about it. Maybe we should go craft. Nah, let's see this level 2 to completion. We can actually ditch this one. We'll get it to level 10. And we'll just we'll get our hail driver out. The thing is with my hail driver, the ASI on that sucker, I believe is... Oh no, it's my magma. One's high and one's medium, so that throws it off just a little bit, a couple frames of animations between the two. It's good to go on the common denominator, right? You gotta, if you go on the lower one, slow your fingers down, because like at least me, I for one will never remember that we need to, you know, between every shot we gotta, you know, switch 3 frames higher on this one as opposed to the other one. That's kind of silly. Yeah, go fire nice. Here we go. Let's go, boys. I mean, boy. The diving donut. Me and Mike, dude, I'm actually really psyched for that picture. It's so cool. Pardon me. Can't pause on that Gabe's mom. Nope. Should have been there. There we are. Coming, donut. This guy puts himself in a corner with the biggest dudes. Don't read into that one too much. Ooh. Good, dude. We got a full suite of pills. Sweet. A suit. S-U-I-T. We got heat for days. We don't even need heat. Dude, what is with his, the little pet? Oh, it's so cute. I didn't know it had, different types of shades. Let's go, man. Or whichever way you want to go. This part's a little tricky. And it's saying like how much do you really want your crowns and stuff. Like do you want to kill these guys? Oh, he's after him. Freaking donuts on it. Yeah, but my talk probably will go to the pandemic because it's affecting me as far as work goes. The mask is a high annoyance factor. When I hear this is a new normal, even though God gave us a face to breathe out through, it's just like the same thing with vaccines. Vaccines should not be a new normal because they violate. Oh gosh, dude, they violate. You know, a lot of the filters that are put in. Ooh, watch out! There's a bullet there. Couldn't see it. I almost tricked myself. But if you a lot of the features that God's given us to protect ourselves, namely our skin, our lungs, you just shoot this chemical concoction right into your bloodstream, and you're like, yeah, this is good for me. Besides the other medical facts and stuff like that I've found, you know, it's just like anything else. I just blast you all away from that bomb, I think. Ooh. Oh, I did not dodge Sam I am. Here we go. It is nice having a second person because it gets to cut away some of the monsters. Ooh, different kind of strategy though, and I should not have taken that damage. Here's where we're getting to the too good to use thing. Why not just use your pill right away? And I am suffering from like, yo, we straight up just don't have very much health. Not any trinkets is kind of a, you know, you can feel it when you don't have them. Let's go, man. Keep. Oh my gosh, these Java. You need to calm yourself there, buddy. There we go. Get him, Mike. You know what's up. Give me that extra damage boost. I think if you time this decently, it's not so bad. If you can get 3 Mike charges off. Mike charges, Draken charges, right? The level 3. Let's use this. I think I think I timed it right. Like 3 Draken charges off. It may be 4 if you do this correctly and efficiently. If you get to like a point where you have to use 5 of them, you really got to question how efficient you are just dispatching the enemy, because you know there's risk and reward versus damage versus defense. If you keep the enemy alive for so long, that's more damage you're taking. There's a saying, the best defense is good offense, because the faster the enemy dies, the less damage you're likely to take, the less health you're hemorrhaging. So here's the third one. There we go. Dude, I love. Oh, cat, your tail is right under my mouse. Oh no, right under my mouse button. Donut just puts himself in the thick of things like every time. Good for you, man. You tell me he's taking him out for us. Thank you. Definitely a counter to our semi-defensive method, though. Oh no. Coming. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. There we go. Cat, you can't do that. Start knocking stuff. Oh no. Start knocking stuff down. You're gonna anger the wrath of the master. Master gonna throw you like a frisbee through the window. Don't play with controllers. I don't know if that's gonna mess with my jam. This cat, dude. So full of. Oh, good job. You did it. Congratulations, cat. You've ascended. What is Donut doing? Come on, man. You can just hang out here. That's what that's the initial switch shooting philosophy. You just stand still first before your thumbs and your fingers do it better. And one of the reasons that I explained it the way I did, the switch shooting, is oh yeah, you just watch me like you think I go in the thick of things, you crazy man. What are you doing? But the reason I do it the way I do is because everybody has a different type of weapon setup. So I can give you the concept of it. I have a ball mouse. I'm pretty sure you don't. I mean, like it's extremely rare. Doesn't happen too much. Whoa, brain. Like, who uses a ball mouse, really? I learned how to use one playing Quake 3. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Probably should have just stuck with the regular mouse, because that is what's popular. But popular isn't always right. I still think this is the ball mouse is great once you get the flicking down for spinning 360 degrees or more and then stopping on your target. If you time it right, we are hitting some lag. There we go. We'll get the other one on our way out. Hello? Let's rode that bullet to success. Let's go, boys. Mike, got this for me? No, we are just experiencing. Like, your AI must be questioned here, my man. It's all right. It's not totally going up and down, but it is definitely fluctuating. What's the message? Your connection is unstable. Getting that slight damage bonus is a surefire boon. Always got a slug, boys. Oop. But anyway, I try to make my things based on evidence, but I do see hype, and it still goes down to I probably mentioned this before, because I do have a backlog. It's back now, maybe like 4 or 5 videos. Sometimes it's just one. I'm just like, I haven't done this in a while. I need to play again. We haven't made any progress, so we gotta go. But the it's the general philosophy of anti-anxiety. How do you live a life that is reasonably like devoid of anxiety. And the answer has to come with your philosophy and your outworking and of your belief in God. It has to. That's your fundamental. You have a faith in the transcendent or purpose in life. There is a purpose, which is very tough to find and negotiate in atheism or even evolution, because it's all mindless. And then suddenly if I ask you, well, why did this form here? You'll then give me a purpose. It's not philosophically consistent. We should probably do this. Oop. There we go. Freeze them in place in case they do go around us. Got them. Oh, he just does not care. He's just like, I'm going in, boys. Oh, we're gonna get hit. Oh, we did not get hit. So lucky. We do this. Yeah, damage bonus. Donut. That's okay, man. I do the same thing on the US server. Just kind of want to get this guy out of the way since he's kited. My face. Don't. Something was hitting me there. Oh no. I lost track of him. Okay, we need to hit the pill. It's pill time. There we go. Oh, keep it going. We got this. There we go. Let's use another one. We actually have a Vitapod now, so we can like suffer one more hit. But it's your anti-anxiety. If you are certain and faithful of what has been written in history and in scripture and the promises of this life, there's nothing to be. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to die, and then what? You get to meet your salvation. I can argue that I was listening to a creationist take on 3 atheistic scientists, because it's what I do in my spare time when I'm making dinner and doing karate. And he actually presented some very good cases. I really was not on board with creation versus evolution because of the sheer, what's what I'm looking for, condescension that comes with creation theory. You really believe that? You really believe God made things? Like it's completely just thrown under the bus. Hate and mockery are the top 2 weapons of the person that doesn't have an answer. You don't believe them? Well, defame them. You can't fight them with reason? Well, let's just hate and mock them. It is constant. It's constant on the other side. That was a really good play. Right, let's go over here and get one of these. Almost called him an archer. But even Christ says, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. I mean, there's a when you have that kind of truth. I mean, this is where we've gotten away from this kind of faith. The Christians dying with smiles on their faces, being ripped, torn open by tigers. This guy's got it going on, but so does my job, I guess. Oh, right into the bullet. Where does that come from? Where does people throwing themselves into into the face of the Black Plague through with no concern about their own life? Just let that fire tick away, boys. Just throw that into the mix. That'll help out, don't it? I'm coming, man. We can enjoy this boon together. Oop. I lost track of him. I didn't know where our buddy went. Okay. But with that anxiety, like, where does that faith come from? This only comes from something that is, like, demonstrates what life should be, is true, as in the face of a lie that says your life from start to finish, like a bookend, is all there is, and there's nothing after. You gotta be careful with that. In America especially, we like to pretend like death does not exist. That was really smart. I never even thought of using a vortex there, but I hardly ever take one, so I guess that makes sense. That poor guy, dude. Why am I saying that? There's nothing poor about him. Whenever you're ready. Let's do this and here. I was hoping I would get one of them. We should probably get this healer down. I'm just gonna keep throwing the pills or the bottles, long range status effects. There are 3 healers right now. That is craziness. One of these has got to go. At least one of them's got to go. Nice shot. Thank you. As I get teamed. All right, we need to use one of these. And then we use one of these. We're kind of... It feels like we're playing a zero-sum game right now. It's taking me a long time to get a thought out as well. Oh, jeez. This will pop one here. Oh, so close. Come on, he's right there. We got him. Dude, so good. Yeah, don't stop believing. Hang on to this feeling. Hey. You punk. I was about to kill your dad. Come on. Now you know what I mean. All right. Got him. Beautiful. Well done. Hold on. He might have lost his first revive, but neither of us perished. No sparks needed. Very well done. Very well done, don't it? 26 minutes. I mean, that was fairly solid. I like it. So, like, you got to ask yourself, where does this come from? Would you die for something you know is a lie, or wouldn't you? So that's kind of where I get a lot of my confidence. So many things in this world kill you way more higher of a percent chance than you know, the coronavirus. The survivability specifically for those that are like younger is extremely high. So older people make sense, but just like anything, like they should, when you're old, you do die. If you haven't realized this, hey, I will be your good spirit eye opener. This stems from a comment that I got on a video that came out on the 23rd. The outcomers in the field. It's okay to disagree. There's nothing wrong with this. We are not the ones making the decisions right now. That is fought in politics. Our Governor Wolf, is not opening up things anytime soon. I am frustrated at this. I know people who have small businesses and are suffering horribly because of this. Are we going to lose our house? But then you apply for the for every kind of bill they know. Well, the bills have already run out of money. But hopefully they're going to have new ones. But where does this money come from? Why did it appear up there? That was interesting. Like I was talking to my wife about this. She's like, I'm like, it comes from the money machine. She's like, what's your source on this? I'm like, well, I never really looked it up. But I don't think I have to. Let me ask you a question. Why is America so in debt, and yet we're considered one of the richest countries on earth? Dude, 9 radius, we win. We're not, sorry, maybe not the richest, but we're the most prosperous, and we're the most, like if our economy fails, the entire world probably will. We're just a giant machine. But we have like $73 trillion in debt or something like this, and yet we're considered one of the, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we have all this debt. What if we take our nation's wealth minus the debt? How much is our currency actually worth? So we inflate the currency. Like we have this, where's that money? It's physical. It's not physical. It's like tangible, intangible, and in trust. You have to take it on faith. Bye-bye. I saw an angel there for a minute. But anyway, it's just philosophy 101. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, I'm going to listen to my governor because we're supposed to listen to our authority figures unless they cross a moral line. And that's something you have to examine. Like society itself, legalizing abortion. Do a Hall of Ice? Oh, I don't know. I just did that lately. I don't know, man. I'll make a decision in a minute. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. It's okay to agree to disagree. I'm thankful that you guys watched. But anyway, I'll see you later. Take care.